into a fight and decided they didn't want to be separated, and now I'm trying to get them to go through couples counseling, I think. I'm the mediator.
Hello guys, gals, and pals. Welcome back to Miss Craftslot's Lair. Last week I didn't get a video made, edited, and uploaded, all that jazz, because I was focusing all of my free time on working on a Wonderwall shawl by Bag a Day Crochet that my aunt had asked me for. So here is a quick video of what that looks like. Um, Super easy to do. It worked up really fast, even though by the time you're getting to the outer rows, um, you're doing a whole lot of stitches, but it did work up pretty quick. But I had a crazy week and I didn't get that much real time to work on it. So therefore, I didn't get in a video. Oops. Which that brings us to this week. And this week, if I may be completely candid with you, I know that in the past I have mentioned that during the winter I hibernate. Um, and that is partially because of the fact that I have a chronic pain condition, and the cold, wet, cold, dry, no matter if it's cold, it hurts. So it can throw me into what we call a flare. So on Wednesday, we were supposed to get an potential ice storm. So with that coming through and the changes in pressure and all of that, I got a flare. And so I was kind of just watching YouTube the entire week and not really working on anything too tremendous, um, other than playing around with some stitches here and there. So, in order to get you a video this week, I have decided that I am going to try something that I have wanted to try on this channel, and I figured, saying that now I am getting a little bit better with my editing and my editing software and my video software, I think that I am confident enough to try this out, see how it works, see what you guys think of it. And if you like this style of video, maybe I'll throw it in here and there. No more than once a month though, because um, I like to work on my stuff and I like to actually be working on a project instead of showing you my computer screen. So without further ado, I have a Pinterest board up right now that I am going to be moving over into another file so it's easier for y'all to find, and put it in the description below here, um, to let you easily find the patterns that I have found for spring. Now, just to let you know, there are going to be some knit patterns and some crochet patterns. I don't think I have any that are melding the two together, which I think would actually be kind of cool because, well, I do both. But then again, not everybody does both, so I might be on the weird side there. But, so I have gone through and I have found some patterns to show you. I have my computer on my lap and going here, so then that way I can flip over and I can show you guys, or flip the view. I don't know what that's called. Change the scene, I think is what it's called. I don't know. Anywho, so I can change this over and you guys can see what I'm seeing on my screen, so we can check out some cute spring patterns together. Alright, And so we're going to get the Ravelry for the knit done first. That way it's easier. We all just bounce around and get all this Ravelry stuff. So you can, yeah. Um, so the first one that I have is a Fester the Whole Goat. Now, those that are wondering what does a goat have to do with spring, my my take on goats. Okay, so in my brain, when I think spring, I think of the movie Sound of Music because that's about the time I think that they would normally play Sound of Music on television back when they played Sound of Music on television. Anywho, so in the Sound of Music there is the marionette dance of the goats. That is why in my brain goats and spring go together. So they goat together. Huh. Anywho, so this is a Fester the Whole Goat, and he is a knitting pattern. Um, 8-ply acrylic, DK weight yarn. If there is ever like any information that you would like me to definitely talk about if I do these videos more often, don't forget to comment that in the comments, so then that way I know what I need to be looking for to give you guys the information that you're looking for when it comes to these patterns. But it uses a size 3 knitting needles. Um, for some reason, there is a hook size. That is for the horns, I bet. Because let me click here and get a bigger picture. Yes, so this is one of those knit and crochet together patterns, apparently. So, didn't take I needed to take a closer look at that picture. Um, but I think he is just too cute, and I needed him in my life. So I think he's gonna be a pattern I work on here um, in a little bit because I think in this room I have all of the yarn that I would need for him, and I've got my hooks and needles. So yeah. Um, yeah, so there is that. I think he is super cute. The second pattern that we have today is another, I don't know if it's knitted, is it still considered amigurumi? But another stuffed animal, and this is Henry's bunny, and he is also a free Ravelry download. And look at him, is he not cute? I think that that would be perfect as far as a little knit project just to whip out kind of quick or whatever for spring because spring and bunnies. That is a worsted weight yarn with a size 4 US needle size, and no crochet hooks for that one. And we're on to the third Ravelry project here of 5. This is the tulip. You could either use it as a dishcloth or as an Afghan block square. Um, this one I thought was really pretty, and I think that I would probably make this as the dishcloth, to be perfectly honest with you. Um, so this one is using worsted weight yarn and a US size 7 needles. So I think that that is super cute. And here is a look at it if you are wanting to continue it on as, or you can use it this way in order to make something bigger than a dishcloth or the Afghan. So I think that that is a super cute idea and a wonderful way to use up some yarn. If you have, I mean, Stash Buster right there, like, awesome. Our fourth Ravelry pattern for the knit is another free Ravelry download. It is called Which Came First. And I probably should be mentioning the fact of who the patterns are by, who has written that particular pattern, but this is by D. Frey. Um, I do have to say though, preface the whole name thing. This one it looks to be easy. I can tend to butcher names sometimes. So if I do attempt the name and I get it wrong, I am so sorry. Just saying. So this is good for any gauge. I'm assuming that you would just use the needle size that is either recommended for the yarn or the I would might size down. Um, but it is made for any gauge of yarn. So look at the chickens. I just love them. I'm wondering. I don't know if it comes with the eggs or not. Chicken and egg pattern came to life. So you do get the chicken, you do get the eggs, but which one came first? I guess which whenever you decided it first, correct? So super cute. I think that that is adorable. And the fifth and final knit Ravelry pattern that I have for this particular group roundup, I'm not sure. This is Bluebird of Happiness by Sarah Elizabeth Kellner. And this one, we have some pictures here that we can go through. How's that one? This one I think is super cute. We're on the whole bird topic. Um, birds, when I think of spring, I think of the bird sounds coming back in the morning instead of like the super quiet winter mornings that every once in a while we might hear a bird or two, but not very many. So spring means birds come back, and it gets so loud in my neighborhood with the neighborhood birds. Um, this one is also a free Ravelry download. Um, and it takes worsted weight yarn and a size 4 US knitting needle size. And I just think that is so cute. Look at this. I love that. I love that little bird. I think he is so adorable. And check out these guys in like the birdhouse, or it kind of reminds me of those old clocks in a way. Super cute. I love this. Love it. Another one I need to make. I just have to make that. And now we're getting away from the Ravelry page and the Ravelry patterns for now to finish up the knitting patterns. This is a little hedgehog toy. How adorable is he? Um, another one I'm gonna have to make. I'm I'm gonna be doing a lot of knitting, I think. Um, it's been kind of a little while. I've been kind of focusing on my crochet, so I'm gonna have to get into the knitting again. Here is here is the information about him. There is the ad-free download, but if you scroll down, you get to the pattern. So just scrolling down here real quick, I'm not going to show any of the pattern itself, but I am going to let you know that it does take 4 double-pointed needles, 6 inches long, um, in 2 sizes. So you're going to need size 6 and size 3 US. And let me see if I can figure out the yarn. The yarn is a medium weight and a DK weight yarn for these. Um, so I think that this is another super cute pattern. I love him. Hedgehogs. When I was a teenager, I definitely wanted a hedgehog. I got into other little furries instead, but well, I don't know if you call hedgehog a furry because furry guy because the fact that he technically has those little spikes, but anyway, I got into other furry critters instead. That will be for another day. But I thought hedgehogs were so darn cute. The next pattern that I have for you is the plush flower pillow. And this one is, I think, super cute. I could see this being on my couch. And I do need new pillows for my couch. So A couple of these in different colors might pop up. So this is another free pattern, and you can get the printable from Etsy. And let me get down here, trying to be really careful and not show off pattern. Um, but this one uses Bernat blanket yarn. So I think that is a size 7 yarn, I believe. Maybe 6, but I'm pretty sure it's a size 7. Um, and then polyfill um, for that one, of course, because it's a pillow. But like the stuffed animals took polyfill or some sort of fill too. So um, US 10.5 double pointed needles. I don't even know if I have this. I know that I have circular knitting needles in that size, but I don't think I have double pointed. I really don't care for double pointed needles that much, so I mean, there's that. Um, and so then you have the abbreviations. I think that is so stinking cute. I wonder what my husband would say about a whole bunch of pillow flower pillows all over the all over the living room. So that is on the whoops. That is on the Hand Knit Hugs website. Like I said, all of the links will be in my Pinterest board that I will make up for this particular video, as well as I'll try to link um, in the description below as well. The next pattern is from Hobbycraft, and this is a little snail, and I think he's cute. Oh my goodness. Um, and apparently he's trending now because, yeah. Um, let's see, is there information about him on here? I do not see. Oh, here it is. If I can learn how to use their website, will be awesome. Okay, so garment size. It's not a garment. It's a little critter. Seriously. Okay. let's get back to this. All right. So it says you'll need 3 balls of the silk blend. Manos del Uruguay silk blend DK. You'll need 3. Needle size is the 3.25 millimeter. And it's one that you would have to sign in to download this pattern, but I think it is super cute. Um, and I think that would be a fun pattern to do. And yeah, the next knitting pattern that I have for you are the Strawberry Fairies. So this one is there is a 8 centimeter fairy and a 3 centimeter strawberry. So you're going to work on both of those here. Those are both on this particular pattern. Tools you'll need a 3.5 millimeter single pointed knitting needles, and you'll also need a 3 millimeter crochet hook. So this is another one that is a knit and a crochet together, which I think is, like I said, is awesome because I do both. So to find a pattern that uses both and utilizes both, I think is kind of amazing. So this one calls for DK weight yarn in a few colors. Uh, this one says Snuggly DK by Serdar, and that's a rhubarb coral and cutie clover. And then for the 4-ply yarn, you would need another 4 colors: soft brown. Soft brown. Words are hard. Soft brown, pastel lemon, white, and pixie. I'm not sure what color the pixie would be. Um, that might have been let me go back up here. Okay, maybe not. I'm not sure. And then Peyton's Baby Smiles, that one is in color Sundance. I'm not sure of the size of that particular yarn. It sounds like it would probably be a DK or a light yarn. So, but definitely another one that I'm going to have to make up. My knitting needles are going to be quite loved for a while here, I think, because I think she is just too adorable. And I want to say that this is the last of the knitting patterns that I have. Um, so this is Gnome Nuggets. He is a free knitting pattern, and he is the little gnomes, because every spring you need to have those little garden gnomes got to come back out, right? Um, so these guys, let me see here. I think. Okay, so you would click here in order to download the pattern, and I don't want to show it off too much, like I said, but I definitely want to make these guys as well, too. So I am going to go ahead and download that quick here. So you need 4 different color yarns, and then 40-inch circular knitting needles for magic loop method. Um, about two small sizes smaller than those recommended for your yarn. So if you're using if your yarn is calling for a size 8, use a size 6 and that kind of stuff. I am not sure what that would equal out to in millimeters. So um, that would be something to look into. But I think they're so cute. Does it say? Okay, I am going to be right back because I am going to scan down here, and I don't know if I'm going to be showing off any part of this pattern. I want to see if it gives you truly 3 different sizes of gnome, or if it's the 3 different sizes of yarn that you're using. Therefore, you got 3 different sizes of gnome. So hold on a minute. Okay, so to answer that question, it is 3 different gnomes are shown in the pattern. It's all the same pattern, all the same stitch count and such. The difference is the size of the yarn and the size of the knitting needles used. I will add in the fact that this particular, as I was scanning through, I did see that it calls for a Turkish cast on. I am unsure what a Turkish cast on is, so that would be something that you might want to look into. Obviously, this is a free pattern, so if you do end up clicking on it and downloading it, and a Turkish cast on is something that you cannot seem to get the hang of, it's worth a try, right? That's what I'm trying to spit out of my mouth. If you got this particular pattern and for some reason the Turkish cast on is too difficult for you, um, I would think that there would probably be either another cast on you can try in order to and just modify the pattern a little bit, or it could be just something that um, I mean, if nothing else, I mean, I it took up a little space on your computer. But I really do think that this is a super cute gnome, and he is going to definitely be one that is going to be joining mine, my little stuffed creature, stuffy family. Okay, so that was the knit patterns, and now we're going to be going off onto the crochet patterns. And for the crochet patterns, again, I apparently did not check these out very well. I did check to make sure that the patterns, it went directly to the pattern page and not to like a list of patterns again, because I mean, I'm okay with that, but I did not want to show that to you guys. I didn't want you guys going through all of that. So here we are. We have the crochet patterns that look mainly crochet. There might be some knitting in there. I don't think so. But then again, I didn't think there was any crochet in with the knitting. So, or the mainly knit patterns. So that's, yeah. So here we are for the crochet patterns, and we are going to be starting out with the amigurumi uh, kitten. They're plush kittens. Um, this is on amigurumi.space. And look at these guys. I think these guys are super cute. I when I was looking through these, my daughter did say, "Hey, look, unfortunately, none of them are void black like our void, who is off camera just staring at me currently. Um, but I'm pretty sure you could make these in void black if you really wanted to, like I kind of do. So these guys look to take plush yarn. So let me see here. Here's the designer name. I am not going to attempt that because I know I will butcher it. Um, Obviously, these are not my patterns, and if they were my patterns, I would be telling you they were my patterns, and I would be able to pronounce my name. Um, so the uh, a Yaz Baby Fine yarn was used for the gray cat. Um, and then uh, Yarn Art Dulcie Baby. If I could speak, it would be awesome. Yarn Art Dulcie Baby. Dolce Baby? Uh, Pronunciation is not my strong suit. Um, and then Yarn Art Jeans yarn. So it looks like most of those are a kind of a plushier yarn. I could be wrong, but then again, when you're dealing with amigurumi, you can use different size yarn and different size hooks and get either a smaller or bigger depending on which way you're switching yarn and hook size. So, but look at these guys. These guys are so stinking cute. I love it. Um, And then they called for, oops, let me go back up here. 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. So that is kind of small. So maybe it just looks, maybe it's a smaller but plushy yarn, if that makes sense, and not like a size 7 yarn. So yeah, so it's like a plushy yarn then, but it's not exactly like super thick like a size 7 yarn in order for it to be that size of crochet hook. But super cute. I love it, and it's about the size, crochet hooks. It's a nice little size plushie. What was the finished size? Did it say? I don't think I saw a size, but super cute. And yeah, I think I'm gonna be making them in void black. The next crochet pattern, this is a watering can with flowers in it. And this is all crochet. Yeah. Let me see here. This is on yourspatterns.com, and I think that this is just super cute. Check that out. Like, yeah, yeah. I am not going to subscribe right now. So this is cotton yarn, size 8/4. So I would, what would size 8/4 be? 8 ply, 4/4, like a medium weight, maybe. Hook size is 2.5. I'm assuming millimeters. Um, looks to be in US terminology with the translation for UK. That is um, the information about that particular one. I think it is super cute. I am such a purple lover, though, that I would probably be making these flowers in different shades of purple because that's that's how I am. The joys of crafting and crocheting for yourself. You can choose whatever colors make sense to you. Next one is a crochet flower pot by Sorella.com. I am this is another one. I did pull out some yarn and try and was gonna play around with this, but got sidetracked. And with the flare, that didn't exactly help out either. But super cute. I'm assuming that judging by the sizing of that crochet, I did not see a finished size. Um, but this one, look at that, so cute. Um, so Lion Brand Vanna's Choice was used for the yarn. There's an ad-free PDF that you can purchase. Um, so size G or a 4mm crochet hook is what this calls for. Um, Mini skeins of DIY yarn, DI yarn. US abbreviations are in US terms. I'm looking to see a finished size, but I am not seeing it. But it looks to be like it would be maybe, I mean, maybe that like 5 inches, 6 inches tall. I'm not sure, but I still think that it's super cute, and very tempted to be making that up because I have I finally got a tray for my coffee table. It's something that I have actually kind of wanted for years, but I couldn't, for some reason, justify buying one. And my husband and I went to a discount store uh, down in down near us, and we found one for like $5, and I was like, okay, I have wanted one of these for years, and this is the cheapest I have seen it, and it's plain, but it's super cute, and it's what I had been looking for, so we kind of dug through them to find the best one and brought home a brought home a tray, and so I've been looking for things that I can put to decorate this tray with, and I think this one would be a perfect addition for this tray. I think it would look good. I, so I think. Incoming tangent. I just yeeted a pattern from this particular video as such because of the fact that when I went to go and it was a free PDF, I downloaded the free PDF and I could not read it because there were black logos in the back and the printing over the black logos was also black. Just a hair off. So maybe like a really dark gray and a black, but still just enough of a difference that you could tell that there was printing, but not enough of a difference that you could actually read the pattern. So I kind of yeeted that. So first off, I have two messages for pattern designers. First, make your PDF so it's readable. No black on black, no black on dark gray, no red on blue, blue on red, it makes it hard to read. Just saying. Another thing for pattern designers, and this is going to be another little bunny rabbit tangent, but the next thing I would like to say, real quick, for pattern designers. If you are making a pattern and you have pictures or whatever, pictures to the bottom. A cover page with a picture of the pattern or the finished product, what it would look like. Fine, that's what I do. I do a full page picture with the picture of with a full page like background light picture with a picture of the finished product, and that is my cover page with the name of it. That's my cover page and my name, that Jess. That is my cover page. I put the photos for the steps or whatever that you're doing at the end, at the very end. Label them within the pattern if you need to, but put those pictures at the bottom, because if someone's buying a PDF that is a print-friendly PDF, that is those pictures in the middle of the PDF eat up so much ink and so much paper. Yeah. So, just saying, be kind, because printers are expensive. Like, the printers may not be expensive, but the ink is expensive. So just going on this little tangent, I promise I am done for now. I I apologize if you are like, wait a second, Barbie, shut up. I'm sorry. But I still needed to get that out. Thank you. And continuing on our little journey here, the next one we have is, I would assume this is called Lupara for a website, so it's lupara.com. And this is a Morning Glory pattern. It's furry, as is all the other ones. Um, I think maybe not. Um, I think that this is a beautiful flower. And again, if you Morning Glories come in a very decently range of colors. Decent range of colors. Um, so I would probably, honestly, it's another one that I'm going to switch out the pink for the purple. Okay. I am not going to make you sit through all of that scroll. So, as you can tell, I'm a little ways down. But this is calling for 4-ply combed cotton and a size 2.5 millimeter hook. There's also some hot melt adhesive. I'm assuming that would be hot glue. Um, and needle nose pliers for iron wire to finish it off. But I honestly would probably change that up a little bit more to myself, because I am known for changing up patterns. I have a bad habit of it. So, this particular one, look at that. So cute. Um, I have ads playing like crazy on here. No, thank you. Okay. So it is US terms, and I'm not seeing anything like super hard as far as the terminology um being said here. You have the magic ring, but I've I will say it did take me a bit to figure out and get good at the magic ring, and now I don't even think about it when I'm making them. So, um, but it did. I sat down for a good week and just wrap around, make a couple stitches, pull it out, wrap it around. But it was totally worth it, because like I said, now I make my magic rings and I don't even think about it. I'm just, oh, magic circle. Okay, here you go. Woo, there you go. First row done. So, yes, I think that this is super cute. This is Lupara. I do have to say that I could have made an entire video of just Lupara patterns because there are so many. Um, so many good ones that like stood out to me. So, just saying, if this is something, if you like their pattern for this, and it was easy enough for you to read, or I would suggest looking farther into their website because they had a lot, like I said, on Pinterest. Um, and a lot of pretty ones and a lot of different variations of flowers. I was really tempted to put more Lupara on here. Now we will head on to another crocheted plant as my cat's trying to knock stuff off on my dog. Okay. So this is the called the Dangly Curly Plant crochet pattern, and this is by Anna Sands. And this is super cute because I can see this. I could see me making this a little bit bigger and putting it on by my window here because we have the plant hooks, but we just don't have plants because if we had plants, it would not turn out well because my cat likes to eat them all. She snacked on some spider plants pretty good. So this one is, let me see here. Use any weight or color to make the plant unique. And then it says to use a 5.5 millimeter hook. Um, you might have to change up that hook size if you're going to be doing a vastly different size. So you may want to play around with the hook size a little bit. But I think for a medium weight yarn, the 5.5 should be fine. So you have the soil that you would make first. Um, and then this one calls for buying a 3-inch clay pot. I would probably crochet a pot, but then again, like I said, I am the kind that just kind of makes things their own and changes things up. But I think that is super cute. And yeah, I could see this being in my house or even making it in a cotton and putting it out in my gazebo because for the summer for added greenery. And the next one is a Planet June by June Gilbank. This one is carnations. And I think that this is so cute. I made a bunch of roses for Valentine's Day for my shop, and those have now sold out. But I was making roses, and I was like, wow, it would be kind of nice to throw in, might be nice to throw in some carnations. I did not get the chance to make carnations for this Valentine's Day, but that is going to be something that is going to be coming up shortly. And as far as like another pattern that I'm going to be making up soon, because I I have a lot of skewers left over from the roses, so the carnations. This one, let me see here. It is donation wear. Um, so so this one says a small amount of yarn in a floral color, um, and then the suitable hook size for whatever yarn you are using. Yeah, and then the pattern is down below. I think this is super cute, and like I said, I think that this is going to be a pattern that I'm going to be making up soon. So, just saying. The next one is maracrochet.com. Moara Crochet Designs. Moaracrochet.com. I can talk. It's great. So here is the crochet lavender. And I was looking through this one and I was thinking, hey, I could crochet this up real fast. Um, again, didn't get around to it. Um, so that's a pretty little pupper. Look at Flying Hand. So let me scan down here. So you will need purple yarn of your choice, matching crochet hook to your yarn, um, and then the florist wire and such. So this one is another one that you can kind of pick your yarn and pick your needle, your hook size. Um, so it says here using a fingering weight yarn, Clio Circulo, and a 1.75 millimeter crochet hook. The lavender was 6 centimeters from base to tip, and then 1.5 centimeters wide. So that'll give you an idea of how big this particular flower would be when you crochet it up. I am wondering, because they did mention, no, so that is in U.S. terms. So that was just that row one. It is in U.S. terms. So that one would be, yeah, I like that one. I think that one's also really pretty. But then again, it's purple, and we know how I am with my purple. Here is Nastasia, and I believe that this is the final crochet pattern that I have because I see the Ravelries are coming back up from the knit. And these are little rosebuds, and I did make a couple of these. I do not have them anymore because I gave them away. But I did make a couple of these, and they turned out super cute. I loved them. And I definitely will have to make more of them because I absolutely loved it. I personally used, let me, um, I want to say that I used worsted weight yarn for mine, but I sized down because of the flowers that were going with it. I thought that it looked a little bit better sized down a little bit, so I sized my hook down with a worsted weight yarn. I used a size F crochet hook, and I want to say, I don't even know what that is in millimeters right now. Um, but I did use a size F, so I did size down just a skosh. And it turned out really well with the crochet flowers that I paired it with. So loved it. I will be making more of these. These were a pretty good pattern. So yeah. So that is my pattern roundup and a little bit of a tangent. Again, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you are interested in more of these videos or would like to tell me what information that I may have left off that you would like to know if I could find it on these patterns, that would be so helpful in the comments. And I I kind of enjoyed doing this particular kind of video. So I'm hoping y'all y'all like it, and um, if you did, please. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day, and bye!